So let me start with you, sir. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Win. Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family's like stupid, and then so are like journalists. So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist. Look at this town. There's just something about it. Oh, darling, I think this might be the place.
Their real problem is they've become an international laughingstock. And for that, they don't have South Park to blame. They have only themselves.
Meghan Markle is absolutely losing it. And this time, she's not just angry, she's furious. Word on the street is that Meghan has been scrambling behind the scenes, trying to stop a South Park episode from airing just because it roasted her so badly she couldn't handle the heat. And this wasn't your regular playful jab.
Her and her friends at Paramount are trying to put a little spoke in South Park's wheels, trying to delay them from releasing their season 27. Now, you might remember that their last season, 26, was about 2 years ago.
They turned her into a vomiting chef and then took it even further by rebranding her as a raging mutant monster called Megzilla. Yes, Megzilla. And from the moment Meghan caught wind of it, insiders say she flipped.
Privacy tour, and ever since then, Meghan Markle has been very upset with them.
Meghan acting shocked, as if this is the first time South Park has mocked her, is actually hilarious. Because we all remember the worldwide privacy tour episode where Meghan and Harry were dragged for shouting about privacy while literally hopping from one media platform to another. They were shown waving placards that said, "We want privacy," while literally appearing on television shows and doing interviews, and that moment hit so hard because, well, it was the exact same contradiction people had been whispering about, and South Park just shouted it loud.
Hypocrisy, watch.
And his wife. We want privacy! We want privacy! Thanks for having us on the show. It's so awesome to be here. It's great. So let me start with you, sir. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Win. Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family's like stupid, and then so are like journalists. So you hate journalists. That's right.
But instead of laughing it off or keeping quiet like most celebs with thick skin, Meghan reportedly went full meltdown. Sources close to the mess claim she tried to block the episode before it even aired. She allegedly contacted lawyers, crisis managers, PR teams, and anyone who would listen, claiming defamation and emotional distress, talking about how it could damage her image. There have been speculations that Meghan and Harry would have sued South Park, but their attorneys probably told them they had no case.
I believe they will file a suit, although in this case, there are none. This is clearly a parody. This kind of comedy sketch has been upheld time and time again by our Supreme Court. I realize things are a little weirder over in Great Britain, but they've got absolutely...
The creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, are not new to this game. They've mocked everyone from Oprah to Tom Cruise to the Pope to Kanye, and not once have they backed down. Their entire brand is built on pushing boundaries and saying what others are too scared to say.
Court, I don't think it'll fly. I don't think that can win. That's not, first of all, that's not defamation. That's not a misstatement of fact that's malicious and demonstrably false. It's a cartoon. Cartoons and comedians have been making fun of people for, forever.
And guess what? They've never lost a legal battle over their satire. Not even Scientology could stop them. So if Meghan thinks she can lawyer her way out of a South Park roast, she might be in for a rude awakening. According to some sources, a second episode is already in the works, and this one is much worse. Meghan is set to become a full-blown mutant monster after being zapped during a space mission. She returns as Megzilla and goes on a chaotic rampage. This version of her doesn't just host a cooking show, her healing organic food ends up poisoning the whole town of South Park, with everyone violently throwing up. The whole thing is a brutal jab at her Netflix flop and her carefully curated image that's starting to crumble in public.
When America turns that way and turns you into a laughingstock, the game's up, isn't it?
Their real problem is they've become an international laughingstock. And for that, they don't have South Park to blame. They have only themselves to blame.
The message couldn't be louder. South Park is calling out what a lot of people have been thinking, that Meghan's brand of soft-spoken empowerment feels performative, that the victim card is getting old, and that trying to sue cartoon creators while preaching peace and mindfulness is just plain hypocritical.
We are leaving! We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people. Come on, wife! We want privacy! 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 We want privacy!
This wasn't just about making fun of Meghan's image. They went after one of her real-life projects, too. Remember that Netflix cooking show everyone talked about for a minute? Yeah, that one. That flop just adds to what people are already saying, that Meghan's activism looks more like a photo shoot than something that comes from the heart.
Harry and Meghan have made an awful lot of money and an awful lot of noise over the last couple of years by telling everybody how awful the monarchy is.
Because we all know Harry and Meghan, as Harry and Meghan, would be making a lot less money if they weren't the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, which goes on every statement they ever make.
And let's not ignore what's really got Meghan shaking the nickname Megzilla might stick. The internet doesn't forget, and once a meme goes viral, it's over. She's been trying hard to rebrand herself as a nurturing, calm, family-friendly influencer, and now this could turn her into a running punchline. The more she fights it, the more people pay attention. It's almost like South Park handed her the mic and she's screaming into it. And as if that wasn't enough, we could have another episode from South Park. It's a throwback to their older episode where they turned Barbra Streisand into Mecha Streisand because she was taking herself too seriously. Now it's Meghan's turn. The message is loud and clear. In the world of South Park, if you build your entire identity around being misunderstood, dramatic, and untouchable, you're going to get dragged.
She's what she is. She's a delusional duchess who's on the make and wants to make millions, hundreds of millions off her royal titles whilst trashing the royal family and everything it stands for. Fine.
People are already laughing, memes are spreading, and every attempt she makes to shut it down just adds fuel to the fire. Meghan's trying to be taken seriously, but this cartoon chaos might be what cements her in pop culture, not as a princess, but as Megzilla, the royal who couldn't take a joke. So now we're asking, is all this drama really worth it? Is Meghan right to panic over a cartoon, or is this just another case of someone who loves the spotlight but can't handle the shadows that come with it? Let us know in the comments. Like, share, and of course, subscribe. See you in the next video.